This video covers the top 10 worst foods that can negatively impact brain health and cognitive function. Our brain is the control center of our body. It keeps your heart beating, lungs breathing, and all the systems in your body functioning. That is why it is essential to keep your brain working in optimum condition with a healthy diet. Avoid the foods listed in this video if you want a healthy brain. Number 1. Trans fats. Trans fats are a type of unsaturated fat that can be found in some processed and fried foods. They are created through hydrogenation, which involves adding hydrogen atoms to vegetable oils to make them more solid and shelf-stable. Trans fats can be found in foods like fried fast food, baked goods, and snack foods, as well as some margarines and spreads. Research has shown that trans fats can have negative impacts on health. For example, they have been linked to an increased risk of heart disease and stroke and a decline in cognitive function. Trans fats can raise low-density lipoprotein levels, which is considered bad cholesterol, while lowering high-density lipoprotein, which is considered good cholesterol levels. This pattern can increase the risk of heart disease. They can also contribute to inflammation in the body, which has been linked to various health problems. It is important to limit your intake of trans fats and choose healthier options whenever possible. Some healthier alternatives to trans fats include monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, such as olive oil, avocado oil, and nuts. Number 2. Refined sugar. Refined sugars, also known as added sugars, are added to foods and beverages during processing or preparation. They are found in a wide range of products, including soda, sports drinks, sweetened coffee or tea, and baked goods. While some sugars occur naturally in foods like fruit and dairy products, refined sugars provide little nutritional value. In addition, they can negatively impact health when consumed in excess. High levels of sugar intake have been linked to several health problems, including an increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. In addition, high sugar intake has been linked to an increased risk of diabetes, which has been associated with cognitive decline and an increased risk of developing dementia. It is important to limit your intake of refined sugars and choose healthier options whenever possible. Some healthier alternatives to sugary drinks include water, unsweetened beverages, and naturally sweetened drinks like herbal tea and fruit-infused water. Number 3. Processed meat. Processed meats have been preserved by methods such as curing, salting, and smoking. Examples of processed meats include bacon, sausage, deli meats, hot dogs, and ham. These meats are often high in saturated fat and sodium, which can negatively impact health. Saturated fats are a type of fat that can increase bad cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease. Sodium is a mineral found in many processed and packaged foods and can contribute to high blood pressure when consumed in excess. High blood pressure is a major risk factor for stroke and other cardiovascular issues. In addition to their potential impacts on cardiovascular health, processed meats have also been linked to negative impacts on brain health and cognitive function. Some research suggests that a high intake of processed meats may be associated with an increased risk of developing dementia and other forms of cognitive decline. Some healthier alternatives to processed meats include plant-based proteins, such as beans, lentils, and tofu, and unprocessed meats, like chicken, turkey, and fish. Number 4. Alcohol consumption. Excessive alcohol intake can have negative impacts on health, including the brain. Heavy alcohol use has been associated with an increased risk of developing brain damage and cognitive decline. Heavy alcohol use can also increase the risk of developing other health problems, such as liver disease, high blood pressure, and certain types of cancer. If you choose to drink, it is a good idea to follow the guidelines for moderate alcohol consumption and avoid heavy alcohol use. It is also important to be mindful of the potential risks and to speak with a healthcare professional if you have concerns about your alcohol intake. Number 5. Fried foods. Fried foods are foods that have been cooked in oil or other fat at high temperatures. Examples of fried foods include French fries, fried chicken, and fried donuts. These foods are often high in trans fats and calories, which can negatively impact health. Trans fats are a type of unsaturated fat that can be found in some processed and fried foods. They are created through hydrogenation, which involves adding hydrogen atoms to vegetable oils to make them more solid and shelf-stable. Trans fats can be found in foods like fried fast food, baked goods, and snack foods. Research has shown that trans fats can have negative impacts on health. For example, they have been linked to an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and a decline in cognitive function. They can also contribute to inflammation in the body, which has been linked to various health problems. Fried foods are also high in calories, contributing to weight gain and other health problems if consumed excessively. Some healthier alternatives to fried foods include baked, grilled, or steamed foods. Number 6. Processed grains. Processed grains, such as white bread and pasta, have been stripped of their outer layers, which contain most of the grain's nutrients. The bran and germ are removed during the refining process, leaving only the starchy endosperm. This results in a lower fiber, vitamins, and minerals product than whole grains. Some research has suggested that a diet high in processed grains may be associated with an increased risk of developing diabetes and other health problems. Processed grains tend to be high in refined carbs, which can cause spikes in blood sugar levels and may contribute to the development of insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is when the body's cells do not respond properly to insulin, leading to high blood sugar levels and an increased risk of developing diabetes. It is important to choose whole grains, such as whole wheat bread and pasta, whenever possible. Some other examples of whole grains include oats, quinoa, brown rice, and barley. Number 7. Energy drink. Energy drinks are beverages that are designed to boost energy and alertness. They are often high in caffeine, sugar, and other ingredients, such as herbal extracts and vitamins. While energy drinks may temporarily boost energy and alertness, they can also negatively impact health when consumed in excess. Caffeine is a stimulant that can increase heart rate, blood pressure, and alertness. While caffeine can be beneficial in moderation, high caffeine intake can negatively impact health, increasing the risk of developing high blood pressure and other health problems. In addition, caffeine can interfere with sleep and negatively impact mood and behavior. Energy drinks are often high in sugar, contributing to weight gain and other health problems if consumed excessively. High levels of sugar intake have been linked to an increased risk of developing diabetes and other health problems. Some healthier alternatives to energy drinks include water, unsweetened beverages, and naturally sweetened drinks like herbal tea and fruit-infused water. Number 8. Packaged snack foods. Packaged snack foods are convenient, portable foods that are often high in calories, sodium, and added sugars. Examples of packaged snack foods include chips, crackers, cookies, and candy. While these foods may be tasty and convenient, they can negatively impact health when consumed in excess. Packaged snack foods are often high in calories, contributing to weight gain and other health problems if consumed in excess. They are also often high in sodium, contributing to high blood pressure and other health problems. In addition, many packaged snack foods are high in added sugars, which can increase the risk of developing diabetes and other health problems. Some healthier alternatives to packaged snack foods include whole, minimally processed foods such as fruits, vegetables, and nuts. Number 9. High-fat dairy products. High-fat dairy products, such as whole milk, cheese, and butter, are high in saturated fat and cholesterol. These fats can increase the risk of developing high blood pressure and cardiovascular issues. They can also have negative impacts on the brain health and cognitive function. High cholesterol levels in the blood can increase the risk of heart disease and other health problems. Some research has suggested that a high intake of saturated fats, such as those found in high-fat dairy products, may be associated with an increased risk of developing high blood pressure and other cardiovascular issues. In addition, a high intake of saturated fats has been linked to negative impacts on brain health and cognitive function. Some healthier alternatives to high-fat dairy products include low-fat or fat-free milk, yogurt, and cheese. To summarize, it is important to be mindful of the foods we consume and choose options that support brain health and cognitive function. While it is okay to indulge in these foods in moderation, limiting your intake and opting for healthier options whenever possible is best. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out the video on brain-boosting superfoods.